Okay, so I haven't done this in a while, and I apologize. I've just been going through some life changes, and that is actually what the topic of discussion I'm going to do for this video is for sobriety. So the question is, am I a different person? 100% yes, I am, because when you get sober, with my experience, I'm talking strictly through my experience. I'm not saying you should do anything, because should is not a word that anyone should use, except for in that sentence. Um, but yes, I'm just talking from my experience. Yes, I have changed. The first couple of months of being sober, it was kind of a struggle for me, as for I believe a lot of other people as well. Um, it's an identity crisis, really, because when you're drinking and you're drugging for so long, that becomes your personality, whether you like it or not. Like, you're gonna have a personality when you're sober, and then when you're drinking and drugging, it becomes your personality, especially with drinking. For me, at least. Um, but yes, I mean, I speak, and I'll be the first one to speak on it, man. Like, I don't really see medication beyond like psych meds is an issue. Like, if you need psych meds, get on them because it's life changing. Especially if you have depression. Like, I found my medication that really works, and that's another thing. That's why I say go to rehab, because they get you on. If you're at a good rehab facility, they will get you on medication if they know you need it. And if they don't ask you, ask them. Because the underlying issue with a lot of addiction, people who are addicted, is always like a mental issue a lot of the time, and that was mine. I had social anxiety, and I had depression. I got diagnosed with major depressive disorder. So that's fun. I mean, like I said, I'm on the right medication now, so it's not really an issue. I'm more motivated. When I was drinking and drugging, I wouldn't have cleaned my room. My room was a disaster, but I cleaned it up, and my room looks completely different. Like, I was telling my OP group, like, people, places, and things. Like, my place was my room. That's where I would get fucked up. It was in my room, and it was a disaster. And I wasn't going to be happy until I changed it up, until it looked different than what it was when I was using. It wasn't a comfortable place for me. And now, like, I have a new bed. I have, like, my TV mounted on the wall that I've been wanting to do for years, but I kept on putting it off because I was an addict. There's a lot of things that you put off when you're an addict. My bureau was falling apart. I got a new bureau. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of going off topic. Back to, I guess no, I'm not going off topic really. I'm explaining how I'm changing. I'm motivated. I wasn't motivated. My personality didn't have motivation in it to do these things and to get shit done. So, like, don't expect to have everything lined up. Like, don't expect everything to come to you as soon as you get sober. It's going to take some time. When you walk 20 miles into the woods, it's going to take you 20 miles to get out. So that has to do with you. That has to do with the people around you. Like, not everybody's going to be accepting. Like, one of the 12 steps is to go and apologize to the people that you've hurt in your addiction. You have to understand, when you do that, they might respect it, but they still might not respect you, and they might not want to be around you, and vice versa, really, because when you're around people who are addicted, I've gotten treated like shit from people that I thought were close to me, and I've had to drop the ball on them. I don't talk to them anymore. That's another thing. Like, I know my worth now. I'm not willing to sit around people who like, are supposed to be friends that really, they talk shit behind my back, or they don't invite me out because they feel as though I'm an embarrassment. I don't know why, but those people weren't friends. They acted like friends when it was convenient for them, but they weren't friends, and that's another thing. You get to know your worth when you get sober. Like, there's certain people, like, instead of explaining to them, I mean, if they see this video, they can, if the shoe fits, you can wear it. I don't have anything, like, against you. I just really, like, I want to see you eat, just not at my table at this point in time. I mean, if you get sober and you turn it around and you, like, whatever you got to do, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, that's another thing you got to do. It's a complete life change, Like, you change the people you hang out with. You hang out with the people who are in your groups, in your meetings, in your whatever. Like, that's who you hang out with. I mean, even family at some points. Like, I was thought to always be the black sheep of the family. At least I felt. But, I got cousins that, I mean, they drink a lot. But, I mean, I'm not going to say too much about that. But yeah, like, I didn't really have any goals when I was doing stuff. So that's another thing that's changed personality-wise. Like, I have goals now. Like, I said in I forget what video it was, but I quit smoking. I haven't smoked in like 2 months. I did it cold turkey, no nicotine gum, no patches, nothing. I wanted to be completely free of addiction. Like, 100%. I don't want to have to go out. I live in Pennsylvania, so it's going to get cold soon. It's October, so it's going to get cold soon. I don't feel like going out in the frigid weather to smoke a cigarette anymore. I don't want, to be demanded to go outside to smoke a cigarette. That's another thing. Like, I cleaned every piece of clothing that I have, so now it doesn't smell like smoke. Like, I don't smell like smoke at all anymore. I know it's disgusting, but I started cleaning my teeth. Before, I didn't clean my teeth nearly ever. Maybe once in a blue moon. I had 3 cavities. Like, you can probably tell in my other 2 videos that my teeth were kind of yellow. I don't know if they are now. I would assume they aren't because they're clean. But yeah, like, you start loving yourself again. You start taking care of yourself. I got my teeth clean. I got new glasses. I've been, cleaning myself more, like every day now instead of like every 3 to 4 days. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's you develop disgusting habits when you're using. You don't take care of yourself because you don't care about yourself. I care about myself now. Like, and I care about other people that are willing to get into the program and are willing to get into recovery, because that's what I want to do. I want to get, that's a goal, a certified recovery specialist. That's what I want to get down. And then there's another certification for like mental stuff that I want to get, because it goes, like I said earlier, it goes hand in hand. There's not one without the other most of the time. If you don't have some kind of mental disorder to along with your addiction, that's good for you, but a lot of the times it's not the case. But yeah, like, even like your family members will notice like how much of a change you have. Uh, like I'm more uppity and all that. Like I'm more like when I was like in my before I took my medication, I was on medication. Like I didn't want even at family parties. Like I didn't want to talk to anybody. Everybody always like asked my parents like what's wrong with Joey, and like they couldn't answer. Um, so it was it's good for my family to see that I'm doing well. And my cousin actually told me, she's like, you're inspiring, and I wouldn't like that was like really touched me because I was like, man, like inspiring people. That's what you got to realize. Like you inspire others to walk in your footsteps by doing what you do. Um, I'm not saying that you can get on somebody's case who's in addiction and like help them out, because a lot of times that doesn't work. But like you gotta want it. You gotta want to be. You gotta want to be sober. Oh, and I think I got like 7 months now, which is great. I don't know when the last time I made a video was, but yeah, it's great. Like it's really a breath of fresh air, and I'm really happy with where I am. And I still like I'm starting to identify who I am. It was a little rocky there at first. Like I think I had traits of like I had traits of like a dry drunk. And I realized that through my family. But now like I noticed like I go by like don't live dirty. Like you can be clean but you can live dirty, which means like you can treat people like shit. You can take advantage of people. You can, get a prescription for, like, say you have painkillers, or perks or whatever, and you're like, well, no, I don't want to take them, but I'm going to give it to the neighbor, I'm going to sell it to the neighbor. Like, that's living dirty. Or if you got somebody that's living with you who's a dealer and you know they're dealing, like, that's living dirty. I'm not saying that you should snitch on them, not at all. I'm saying that you should probably get the fuck out of there, because that's living dirty. But yeah, that's I guess pretty much it for this video. If anybody is like in the comments, if you want to like suggest a subject for me to talk about, you can do that in the comments section. I'm gonna be doing more videos. Trying to figure out like what subjects to talk about, and it'd be cool to have your help with that. Or if you want me to brush up on stuff, maybe I didn't talk enough about something in this video, or didn't put something in the detail that you'd like to hear, you can do that. But yeah, yeah, and that's pretty much it for this video. I guess like and subscribe. I hate saying that, but yeah, bye bye.